hell. It's a place where the evil people go when they die. And these people have no greater correlation with hell. Grim, the Reaper, are trapped on Earth from the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy. And Spawn, the hell spawn that killed Satan and God. Endsville, a town of many monsters. A town where giant spiders believe that they are the son of a 10-year-old boy, and where a former war general lives right across the street. However, surprisingly, the most tame thing is that death is there on a daily basis. This is the story of Grim. Grim is the current Grim Reaper, who had won this from a high school election, and where he beat out the Boogeyman, which developed their rivalry. Grim is a powerful warrior of the underworld. However, Grim was sent to take the life of Billy's pet hamster, where he had devised a little game of limbo. If Billy and Mandy were to lose, he'd gain the soul of the rodent known as Mr. Sparkles. But if Grim were to lose, Grim would be forced into a legally binding contract which has him be the best friend of Billy and Mandy for all of eternity. He lost that. And that means that Billy and Mandy just gained a new target for their psychological abuse. Grim is a powerful warrior who had ultimately been taken down by a group of children. Grim, however, has a lot of great power. With the scythe, he's physically on par with many other characters from the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy universe. I think the best physical equal to Grim would be Eris, who is the literal goddess of chaos. That's the one that Mandy publicly humiliated and made it feel inferior to her. Grim has fought on par with the Boogeyman and in Hoss Delgado. The latter of which aided in the defeat of the megalomaniacal Marshmallow Bunny Bun in the Underfist special. The Underfist Halloween special. Grim is a very powerful warrior who only has one major form of weaponry, the scythe. Grim's scythe is a powerful weapon. And according to a former victim of his scythe, Jack O'Lantern, any cut made by Grim's scythe is permanent. So, if Grim slices anything off, it's permanent. And Grim really has shown a lot of great power with this. This allows him to conjure up green underworld fire, green hellfire, which sure burn a lot brighter than red hellfire. Grim is a very powerful warrior. I mean, Grim is very intellectual as well. I bet he has experience over several eons worth of being the Reaper. Grim is extremely durable. The fact he's a skeleton, he can put himself back together at will if anything goes awry. Oh. However, Grim's not perfect. He's overly overconfident in himself due to the fact that he was literally deaf. He believed he could never lose, which ultimately led to his defeat at the hands of Billy and Mandy. But despite that one major flaw, Grim is really one skeleton you don't want to mess with. Oh yeah, who's bad? Grim's bad. Spawn was once a normal man until suddenly he was killed by his own battalion during a war, where he had gone sent to hell, where he had made a deal with the devil. If Spawn brings the devil some souls, he will be allowed to come back in the form we now know as Spawn. Spawn is a powerful warrior of hell, having fought many people like the Redeemer, the Violator, otherwise known as Clown, and even the devil himself. Spawn ability. Spawn's suit gives him a lot of abilities. Most notably is weapon creation. This is primarily to use his iconic chains. However, he has shown capabilities of summoning using guns and spikes. Plus, he has an axe, which he uses in Soul Calibur 2. As a guest character. And Spawn also has his cape, which allows him to slow his descent. And Spawn has defeated both Satan and God. Which is pretty impressive, all things considered. Strength-wise, Spawn has taken down basically every demon that's ever come his way, including the Violator, who was like the devil's right-hand man. Maybe I should consider putting him against King Dice, being the Violator against King Dice sooner or later. Anyway, off of that tangent, the speed, Spawn technically could theoretically dodge gunfire. It has the speed needed to react to his physical equal, anti-Spawn, otherwise known as Redeemer. In terms of durability, Spawn really has only one major way to truly put him down. That is to cut off his head with a holy weapon. Holy weapons are anything wielded by a deity, or with the power to slay deities. However, Spawn is not perfect. As I mentioned prior, holy weapons are the only thing to truly kill Spawn, but if you have them, he's pretty pathetically easy to kill if you decapitate him with such a weapon. Also, Spawn's suit has limits. However, he can feast off the sins of others to repower his suit. However, just because Spawn has those two minor flaws, Spawn is still a very, very tough opponent to fight. Well, let's see if we can take down the Reaper.
Clowns. I fucking hate clowns.
Alright, the Masters of Hell are ready. Which one will be reaching their final resting place and which one will be continuing in their life of torment? And that suits the devil. It's time for a fight! Location, Ennsville.
Oh, this is just great, Billy. Now that Mandy's dead, I now I still have to be your companion for eternity. That has to be double eternity to make up for the fact that Mandy's dead.
It's okay, Grim. You'll be free from me as soon as I die.
I've come for your father. Or Billy.
Who do you think you are? You do not have the warrant to take lives.
Who do you think you are, punk?
I am the Grim Reaper, the master of life and death. And the person that allows people to travel to the underworld.
Well, we can't have that now, can we? I'll take you on.
Oh, great, Billy. Your stupid father is causing me to get in this stupid fight. So if I die, I'm technically free from this contract.
Now, Let this fight begin.
Fight. As Spawn wraps his chains around Grim. The Grim runs up to and punches Spawn in the face. Ugh. Spawn counters by kicking Grim in the leg. As Grim's like, oh! Spawn regenerating from the punch to the jaw. As Spawn then summons a machine gun. As Grim summons a portal to the underworld, where that portal just shoots into a pit of lava. Spawn then protrudes spikes from his body, as Grim then causes a field of green hellfire to shoot up, burning through Spawn's soul, burning Spawn's suit. Now you will face your final death. As Grim then slices Spawn's head off with his scythe. Ha 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 ha! KO! Oh my god! That was brutal! Let's watch that again! Both Spawn and Grim did have ways to counter each other, and if it weren't for Spawn's Achilles heel, Grim would have easily lost. If Spawn was allowed his god powers, Grim would have been absolutely apt. But the fact that we're not using God Spawn, we're only using base Spawn, means that Grim had the means to take Spawn down, as Reaper's Scythe is technically a holy weapon, as is meant to take souls to the underworld, therefore making it a holy weapon of sorts. And plus, scythes are made for cutting things, so theoretically, if Grim were to get one good swing and have it cut off Spawn's head, that would be the end of Spawn. I doubt that Grim would really have that much sins to feast off of, so really Spawn's suit is pretty much going to be running on empty for the majority of the fight. You're running empty as soon as Grim starts catching on to Spawn's plans and getting one step ahead of him. But the end looks like Grim was just ahead of the competition. And the winner is Grim. Next time on the series. That's right, we're pitting two Crocodile pseudo-villains against each other. King K. Rool, the leader of the Kremlin crew, who from Donkey Kong Country, and Leatherhead from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,